Hello everybody, this is Tina with Tia's Treasures, and today I have for you the Spellbinders May of 2021 card kit of the month, Beach Day. I guess May would be right before, you're going to the beach. Usually start going in June, right? So let's see what this has. It looks like I've still got a lot of stuff left in this kit. Let's take it out here. I can see I got a lot of paper left with it. Did I even use any of the paper? Did I use any? I don't know. Where is the card that goes with it? So we've got our little stamp set. Relax, have a wonderful day. It's your birthday. Wishing you warm skies and warm days and sunny skies. Sorry about that. You've earned it. So relax, you've earned it. Relax, have a wonderful day. Little seahorse, coral that looks like little plants, seashells, little fishy, starfish. So cute. We've got our die cut shapes, better known as ephemera, which I usually don't go through because I just don't. It's a lot of stuff to go through. We have got gemstones left over. Looks like I didn't use any of this color. I've got a lot of sea foam left. This is kind of like a bluish, pretty blue, almost not quite turquoisey, and that's a real pretty, like peachy, and so I got gold on top, so it's pretty. Chipboard stickers. Fill your life with sunshine and your heart with love. Summer, happy summer. This is my favorite day. Relax, fun, enjoy. Little surfboard. What is that? I don't even know what that is. It's something. Oh, it's a little bird. I don't know if you could tell that. It's like a little seagull, like mine. And we've got more chipboard stickers on this side. Hey, sunshine, cherished adventure. Yeah, cool. Use some of these. Got some really pretty seashells. Little conch shells. That looks like a scallop or I don't know. And a bunch of these. And they're packed up just little bits. They got a little bit of dimension. We have got our dies. Let's see. We have... Can I open this and look at them? Come on. Is it? There we go. I can already see we've got an anchor, so that's kind of cool. And then this one is like the rope or the chain. I guess it would be chain. And florals, right? Everything else I think is florals. Let's turn it over, take a look-see. Flowers, plants, a stem. Yeah, these big, these like monstera leaves, I want to say. I might be really wrong. It's got to be floral centers, more stems, or no, well, not a stem. Well, I guess it could be the inside of one of these. I don't know. Take a look at what it says here. Contents, 10 cards, 10 envelopes. I don't have those in here. 9 pieces of cardstock, 14 dies, paper pads, stamp set, chipboard, gemstones, seashell embellishments, die-cut shapes, foam squares, and adhesive tape, which I don't have in this one either, but I think I have some foam tape and some adhesive squares somewhere, so we'll find them. So let's put these out of the way real quick, and let's go through some of this paper pad, see what we've got there. And I just want to, come on, if I can pick this up, get this in our little bag real quick so I don't lose anything, because I am prone to losing things. Let's get this done. Somebody had complained recently about my videos being a little quiet. So if that's the case, I apologize. I will try to look at where my sound is today so you can at least hear me. I guess it's better to have to turn your computer down than have it turn it all the way up and still not hear me. So this Beach Day paper pad. Gingham. Oh, that's pretty. It looks like little paint stripes. This has got gold in it. We have more of the little seagulls. Oh, look, that's a real pretty flower. A floral. Beachy scene. That's just something. I like that. Looks like the bottom of a pool liner. Stripes and little mermaids and this nice leaves. More florals. More little, just a pattern. What is that? Like, I can't think of the name of that pattern, but it looks like a basket weave almost. Greenery. That's pretty. And this has a bunch of words with gold, sand, dive, let's go, all in gold. Real pretty. That's nice too. Man, all these are nice. And then we're back to where we started. So I got some remnants here too. So try to use some of those. Let's take a look at what paper we have. A light blue, a very pale yellow here. With we have, these are quarter pieces, which you know are A2. These would be 5.5 by 4 1/4, both of these. And these would be 5.5 by, what is that, 8.5, I think. But yeah, so we have a light pink and a light yellow left in half sheets. And of course, yeah, this is a craft looking piece of cardstock, A2 as well, scrap. And then for full sheets, we have got a darker pink as opposed to the light pink, a green, that's kind of like a grass green, just say, and then a darker green. These are pretty colors. And this is a full sheet of like craft. It's almost got, I can almost see a little pattern in it, but I don't think, it's like the little, it's got texture almost. And then look at that, instead of gold cardstock, we have a piece of silver in this. We don't get that too often in these Spellbinder kits. And then we have a beige or cream, whatever you want to call that. And another piece of craft. That can't be right. I must have put some craft cardstock in here because we've got that and that and this is, this piece is not the same as that. I wonder, I wish, I may have to go way, way back and find the video of this because I want to know what color, you know, what we've got here, because that confuses me, because they're 3 different colors. I mean, one you almost need for sand if you're doing beach. But at any rate, let me go ahead and think about what we're going to do. And I will come back and we'll make probably 5 cards. So I'll be right back. Okie dokie, I have some cards ready to be made. Let me kind of pick up a few of this. I decided that I was going to go back. I don't think I did it last video. And use a couple card sketches. So I have 2 cards we're going to make using a card sketch. And then I've got 3, of course, we're going to make without it for a total of 5 cards. One of the cards, I thought this was really, really pretty, this card right here that they show you how to do. Now, mind you, I didn't use the colors, everything I'm going to do. I mean, my flower arrangement's going to be a little different, real close. But I'm just like, why not? This is a beautiful card. So I just went ahead. Yeah, I didn't do that right there. And I die cut out like a chain in silver. I didn't use the other color. This one I think shows it in brown. I don't know, but I did an anchor and all that. Well, you'll see that when I get to it. So let's go ahead and make some cards. And let me see, which one am I going to start with? We will start with this one right here. This is Mojo Monday Sketch 538. You can find it, I believe, on their website. This one says www.poeticartistry.blogspot.com. I don't remember where I got it from. I've got a big binder full of a lot of these because I thought I was going to use them all the time, and I don't. But it's nice to have them when you just want to pull a couple out and get going with something. So this card, I have 4 different patterned papers. So this is going to be really quick and easy. And I've got our little card base from Spellbinders. And I thought this leafy background was really pretty. Now it's pretty busy, so you know, I'm like, it'll be perfect for our Mojo Monday sketch with all these different papers. I'm not sure if I cut them all to the exact measurements, but if not, it's pretty close. This, of course, is 4 by 5 1/4, and this one is 5 1/4 by 2.5 inches. 4 inches across by 1 3/8, 1.75. I'm not sure what that is. And this one is 2.5 by 2 1/4. So it's not exactly square. And I kind of like that. And I've got a little piece of ephemera from the kit that says "You are the morning sun." So on this card in particular, we don't have to do much. You know, I try to get as much ready as I can so you're not stuck here watching this video forever. Of course, the way I ramble on, I probably make it longer than it needs to be. So let's get some glue on there, and I already opened that to make sure it is in the right orientation. So yeah, normally I try to get these videos out on Thursday. And Thursday was when I cut all this stuff, but by the time I was done, it was like, well, it wasn't really late, but it was bedtime. So I had not slept well the night before, and I was really, really in bad shape. So by 10 o'clock, which is when I finished cutting and getting all my cards orientated, you know, die cut and everything else I needed to do, I was just whipped. So that was it for me. So this video is coming out most likely today, which is Friday. So I'm like, why can't I put it out on a different day? Yes, Throwback Thursday's a thing, but this is just going to be throwback time. So there we go with that. And if you hear any noises, my husband is working on my kitchen. We are, after 35 or some odd years in this house with the builder grade kitchen, finally remodeling it. So we're moving some things around, you know, because it wasn't the best setup. And I'm going to finally have the kitchen and a pantry that I can work with. I'm so excited. Of course, I have no oven right now or microwave. And so that means a lot of eating out, which I don't mind too much either. Okay, now this, according to the Mojo Monday sketch, is supposed to be over a bit. They don't give exact measurements, but you know, you just kind of eyeball it and see, so that looks good. So let's glue this on and see if we need any jewels or anything. And, you know, that might enhance this. Hopefully this card is not too busy for everyone, because it is a little bit busy with all these different pattern papers. And where are my jewels? Right here. And I'm wondering if some of these won't look good on here. Don't I have this? I do not have this cup where I can just pull these out. Actually, I'm going to do this now. I hate having to deal with the little sticky thing and try to get everything back. It's easier just to cut, and then I can slide it back in when we're done, if I can get it out in the first place. Those things. Okay. Yeah. The cardboard's coming out, but not our little jewels. Come on, you. What are stuck? Oh, okay. They were stuck to something. Let's get this out. And what do you think? What color? That's pretty, but I don't know if it works with the plants. It might not, you know, might not be able to see it. Now the pink, got pink there. I'm not sure. I think actually the lighter ones probably look the best. We'll put one up here. No, why not? And then a smaller one going this way. We need something maybe over here. And like putting these things down is not, I don't have a great eye for it, but you know what? I think that's going to be enough. So anyway, for card number 1, we are done. Now let's go on to card number 2. And for that one, I have this Mojo Monday sketch. Hopefully, I am all in frame. I've got it zoomed in a little bit more than I normally do. I've got a few pieces of tape, so I know not to like be working where you can't see anything. Okay, this is going to be another easy card. I have got some lovely pattern papers here. And instead of this circle, what I'm going to be using is some ephemera to kind of, you know, instead of doing it that way, we could have done a circle and put the ephemera in it, but I am just going to use the ephemera, and that is going to take the place of this circle. So these sketches, I think I've mentioned before, are more of a guide. You don't have to follow them exact unless you want to. I mean, you can change it up anyway. And I enjoy doing that. You might say, well, what's the point of a card sketch if you're going to change it all? No, it gives you inspiration, if nothing else. And let's get this first piece down. There goes the dog barking. If you heard that, it's kind of like cool, because, you know, it's not a Tiazo's Treasure video unless I have dogs barking or I put something on crooked. So this little piece of pattern paper is, what did I cut it to? 4 by 5 1/4. And I just love the frame around it. And I think this plant is really pretty. It's not as busy as the first card we did, but it's got some really pretty colors through it. The blues and, you know, that are more, well, it's kind of greenery, but it's more on the blue side. So I don't know. Anyway, I love this pattern paper here. Reminds me of the bottom of a pool. I think I said that on the unboxing. So let's go ahead and glue these pieces down. This is supposed to be 1 3/4, which it is. Yeah, it's 1 3/4. How about that? A lot of these are scraps that I already had from way back when this kit came out, and I made 10 cards. I tend to save these strips inside of the pack of paper. So I figure if I ever come back to these projects, I will have these. And it worked out really well this time. So let's put this kind of right there. And, oh, I think I was going to put it on the other way. I don't think it really matters, though. Not at all. I mean, because it's still ombre. It's just now this is going from the green down to the blue instead of the other way around. I don't know if that kind of thing matters to you, but I'm like, it's not worth trying to rip the piece of paper off to do it in the way that I originally envisioned it. It's still good. You know, just kind of got to roll with the punches here. Get this even with the bottom. I believe this is just, yeah, this is just a 1-inch piece. I'm going to butt that up right next to our little other piece of pattern paper there. And then we have got another piece of ephemera that we are going to use as our sentiment. And it says, relax, rejuvenate, breathe, refresh, enjoy, nourish, renew. And so we're going to put that probably here. But before we do, let's go ahead and glue our ephemera down. And which way do I want that to go? I think kind of like that. It might not look the same as when I first pulled this card out. I don't even know if you noticed how I originally had it, because it was just kind of a placeholder until I really started gluing this stuff down. And I know this one I'm going to want kind of on the bottom, and this I think is going to go right in the middle there. Kind of might have this up a little high. I think the actual circle was down more, but yeah, I like the way that looks. So let's do that. And I wonder if I should pop up this Rejuvenate little thingy. I think I might. That way it won't look so lumpy. Let's get that down right there. And our little hibiscus, which I believe that is, we're going to put right there. So I think I have some foam tape from Spellbinders, the Spellbinders kit, right on my desk. Get that right like that. And I have some of these little foam pieces. And you know what? I wonder if we can just kind of do this and pop that, take this all off. And we have got these pieces here. We can just peel those off. Come on. Out of. Okay, we'll put this, let's see. I'm going to just put that right there and not worry about the edges, because they're going to be fine. I'm going to pop that right like that. And this card, I think, would benefit from a couple of the jewels as well. I mean, we could almost use the pinks to go with the hibiscus, or these lovely kind of bluish gray blue. I think I like those. Put a couple up here. And I'm going to go down this way. And we will put a couple here. I can get it off, and right there, and then another one. Should we put it right there? No, I don't think so. I think this one needs to go up more. Yes. And that way our eye is going this way. I wonder if we should put one more. Why not? It's not going to hurt it. I hope it didn't hurt it anyway. And this is card number 2. So now we are moving on to our third card. Yay! And this one, another easy one, I have used some press and seal for my collage here. I have a piece of pink cardstock and this beautiful like blue and pink pastel seashell. And then I stamped out Relax and tied a bow. And then I just stuck the ephemera where I wanted it. And I knew I would not remember exactly where it was going. So I just used my press and seal and pressed it down and peeled it back. And we are going to put that on the front of our card once we get our frames and everything put down. So let's start with this lovely piece of pink paper. And do you believe it's like, what is today? The 23rd already of April. And we are truly in spring finally. And it is so nice. And, you know, we've been having days in the 80s, and then it'll go down to the 60. Can't make up its mind, because, you know, that's what spring does. It's, does what it wants when it wants. And I'm like, okay. And we've been doing, you know, planting flowers, because we're pretty sure we're not going to get any more frost. And I've got to go this week and get plants for the garden, tomato plants and wood pepper plants, whatever else I feel like planting. So that's going to take some time. You know, my husband thinks he's going to be done remodeling the kitchen fairly soon, but I think it's going to take a long while between yard work and it being spring. It just is what it is, and I don't mind not having a kitchen and having to go out to eat all the time and not having to cook. Now, once I finally get my new kitchen, I'm probably going to want to cook in it all the time. But until then, we'll just like go out and enjoy some different restaurants and whatnot. It'll get, the only thing is, I know it's going to get a little expensive, but it's part of the budget we had for remodeling, because you cannot do a kitchen without pretty much knowing you're not going to be able to use it for a while. So let's get this centered and get that down. And I love it. We're going to probably, you know, pop some of these up a little bit so we can put some glue on the bottom places we missed, like our little seagulls coming up. I can't look at this without thinking, mine, mine, mine. You know, from, what is that, Finding Nemo. Yes. Come on. He doesn't want to stay stuck. My glue is not holding as quickly as I would like. And get this off of there. When you want a bow to have both ends coming down in the same direction instead of one down and one up, I find it's better to tie your bow using bunny ears. It's a bunny ears method where you take the bow and, let me see if I could show you. You take your bow here, and you've got your little one bunny ear, and you've got your other bunny ear here, and then you just cross them over and tie them. You know, you put that under, and then you would grab it, and I messed that up because I don't have the first knot, but I think you get the idea. And that makes some really pretty bows. And let's see, do we need to lift this up at all? Because there's no glue under there, just a tiny bit. I think I broke our anchor, but it's just paper. It'll go back down. And I don't think we really need to lift anything else up. And let's see, do we want any little jewels on this baby? This one, I think we could use the darker ones. I don't know. What do you think? Or the light pink? Green? No, I guess it's light pink. We'll put one up there. You know I love my little two in these corners here. And do we have another? We don't have another little one. So we will go way down here. Should put one, I don't think one in the middle there is going to look that good. I just don't. I think that's going to be it. So this is card number 3. You know what? Let me cut off a little bit of this fuzz from this twine. Oh no. And then I just untied it. Well, you're going to get a chance to see my bunny ears. Should have known that was coming. Anything to... and then I didn't do the bunny ear. I was starting just to tie it regularly. I might have to just do this off camera because it might take a lot of fiddling. I don't know. And I cannot get it. I will do it off camera. I am so sorry. But that was card number 3. And for card number 4, we have another easy one. I've got a frame and a little sentiment that says enjoy today. And it appears that my shell has already stuck itself down. It's got a little bit of foam tape on it. And it's going inside the frame. And then we've got the little banner that says relax. Let's get this glued down. Pattern paper. And I hope that as I'm rambling that you are having a wonderful day. I know that anytime it's spring, my spirits perk up and I know I'm in a better mood seeing all the greenery all around. And it's just beautiful. So, yep. And plus, I went to the gym first thing this morning, which always kind of perks me up. I'm not always able to go because I do suffer from really bad insomnia. And I like to go to the gym early. And sometimes because I've been up all night or whatnot, I'm just not feeling it. Or I do end up finally falling asleep and oversleeping. And I'm trying to work on that, but it's hard. I had a CPAP machine years ago, which I had trouble with because I was a stomach sleeper, and I couldn't do it. But lately, I've been sleeping more on my back for various reasons, and I think I might try to see if I could get another CPAP machine, because I think that might cure some of my I don't know if it's cure the insomnia so much when I can't actually fall asleep, but I think it'll give me better sleep once I am asleep. So, we'll just see what happens. It sucks getting old, but what are you going to do? It's better, I guess, than the alternative. And let's get this foam tape off. And yeah, I actually popping up my frame here because our seashell is popped up. It's popped up by virtue of that's how it came, with a piece of foam on the back. And I was going to show you, but it decided to stick itself down. And oh no, don't stick yourself down before I can get you framed. And the reason I am putting it down a little bit is because I have this piece of chipboard sticker that's got little stars on it. And I thought that might be cute next to the seashell, or on the bottom of the seashell rather. And it's sticking to me, but it doesn't want to stay stuck to the paper. I know this for a fact. So we are going to use some glue on the back of it. How's that framed out? Everything's sticking to me now. And come on, quit sticking to me. If I was trying to get it to stick to me, it would not. So we're going to put a little bit of glue on this so it doesn't fall off, because yeah, it is a few years old chipboard sticker, so you can't really expect the glue to be that good on it. There we go, right there. And the same with our little banner that says relax. So we've got one that says relax and enjoy today. So it kind of goes together. You could use this card for anything. You can use a thank you card, or it can be just a note to say, hey, I miss you. All sorts of things. And let's get my reverse tweezers just so I can see where that looks good. I know it's going to go on the corner there because there's no foam tape there. And I've got this popped up so it stays even with the frame. And yes, enjoy today. And this one I think does need some jewels, definitely. We're going in this direction. I don't really want to put them in that direction. Let's keep things going that way because that's what our eye is going to see. And I think we need the pink ones. We're almost out of those, but those are the ones we need. And we could use blue. We've got 2 left of the blue. Match that. Our background, I don't know, but our seashell's pink. And pink is going to stand out more. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll put one there and get these smaller ones maybe down there. We need one right there, I think. Yeah. Hopefully that wasn't too much. I don't know. Maybe over there instead. Oh, come on. Don't tear my paper. It's got an old piece of glue, and now the glue came off the back. But we can put it on this way. And yeah, little sticker. Well, it's half on and half off. So I don't know. I think it might look better right there. There, should put one there. I don't know, right there. I don't know, getting into too many of them. I think we're just gonna leave it. Leave well enough alone. So, oh no, don't ruin it. Okay, there we go. Card number 4. Relax and enjoy today. And for our last card, I think you saw that we were going to use this card and try to follow that. And I've got more press and seal. So I put our little florals with our anchor. And I've got the sentiment, don't forget little things, which we will put on afterwards. And let's go ahead and we're going to glue these pieces down. These are just cut. You know, I could make another card using the opposite of these. I always kind of love when you can do things at an angle. I forget to do that sometimes, but it's a great little decorative way to use multiple pieces of pattern paper. You know, other than when you're doing a card sketch that invariably has a ton of different patterns. And I might have, yeah, that's a little close, so that is no big deal. We're gonna just glue this over then. We can we do that? Just a little bit over, so we're getting more of this end. Maybe, or maybe we'll pull it up and move it because I guess we can't do that. So Miss Tina kind of put it on a little wrong, but no big deal. Nobody's gonna care. Nobody's gonna come to your house and say, how dare you give me that card that's not centered perfectly well. We're gonna kind of go over. The chain is gonna hide some of that, so we can just go over. And I might, you know, the better idea might be, can we cut a bit of that? I don't know. I'm so confused now. Confused myself. And if I do it that way, these two are going to look a little funny, but we're going to have our chain going down. And if we do it like that, nobody's going to see it. It'll be fine. So, another card where you learn how to fix a mistake. Of course, I have faith in all my viewers that you're not making these mistakes. That one is like that, and yeah, that's over just a little bit. No, not you're over. Don't glue down there because we need you to go over. It's fighting me now that I've got the glue on. And yes, I want a little frame. There we go. And like I said, nobody is going to see it because we have our chain. So let's put some glue on this. And we will cut the chain after we have it down. And I am just putting glue down the sides. I am not doing every little link in this wonderful chain. I think this chain is gorgeous. And it's like there, I had it like, I've had it for years and not even known I've had it because it's been tucked away in a Spellbinders box. It's like, for shame. Let's get that kind of right there and right there. Yeah, isn't that great? I just love it. I love that chain. Now, we're gonna just, we could just cut it at the, yeah, then we're gonna go this way a little bit and get this off. And our chain is gonna be right there. And for this side, come on, get down. Kind of gonna do the same thing. We're gonna actually, I got a piece of fuzz on my scissors from the twine. Let's get that and go around and get that. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? Yeah, you don't see a thing now. Don't even know that I screwed these pieces up. And, yep. Okay. And it's a good thing I turned it around and saw the flowers were facing this way, or we could have had an upside down card. But let's move on And we've got these beautiful pieces and another piece of press and seal, like I said. Let's get all these, put some glue on all of this, and we're going to stick it down. And I think these little die cuts are so pretty. Spellbinders always has these little bitty flowers that go with a lot of their different dies. And if you don't, you know, some people probably would get annoyed with all the little pieces, but I do that sometimes. But sometimes it almost feels therapeutic to just cut these and then glue a bunch of pieces together. Now I made the florals, like the little flowers are white with pink centers, which I thought was so pretty. You know, kind of reminds me of cherry blossoms. And okay, we've got that all glued, and let's make sure we put it where, you know, right where we want it. Which is right about there. And yeah, a little bit up, over. Try to get these all glued down. It doesn't matter if the glue seeps through it all because it will dry clear. I'm using positively perfect craft glue. It's a little bit on the thinner side, and I like it that way when we're trying to glue a bunch of little things where you need just little tiny dots. And my one flower came up, but that's okay. We'll get my tweezers, put some glue on it, and tuck it back. And we obviously need some glue right there as well. So we're going to do that. Let's get you, and we know she goes here. I don't know why my flowers is she, but yeah, I think flowers are she's. And, you know, our little anchor could be a he, or it doesn't really matter. Why can't the anchor be a she too? Because she, shanty. And now we might as well get some glue behind there. What's the easiest way to do that? I don't know. Maybe just like this. Hope for the best. Do I have glue underneath there? And I need a little glue dot here because it's lifting up my little flower. And, you know, I thought about like lifting these up with some foam, but there's so many little pieces. I could have went ahead and got multiple anchors cut out and stacked them that way, but that would have been time consuming as well. Now we just need our sentiment. I don't know if you've noticed, but this one big leaf has 3 layers, and we use 3 different types of or colors of cardstock. We use a dark green, a medium green, and a light green, and I think that's really pretty. But I should have realized that that was pretty dimensional. You know, it's still, I don't think anybody's gonna mind. Now, we just got to figure out, don't forget the little things. I think we will put that right here at the bottom. And again, should we use some of our jewels? I don't know. I think on this one, I think we might just have enough, but you know what? It might look pretty right there in our florals. Look, we need to glue this one down more. That actually helped out. I'm going to pull it off the paper a little bit because it needs glue. That's the only problem when you use press and seal. These florals on top or whatever you tend to have on top don't always get enough glue. And put that down. It should have plenty of glue now. And plenty of dimension. I should have probably popped that up. But, you know, too little, too late. And that is too orange looking against this, I think, anyway. And that's not quite pink enough. And we've got, these are really pretty. Will blue work? Blue, I don't know. The blue or the light green? Decisions. Let's go with the light green. We'll put one right, I tried to put one right there, but it's got no glue on it. We'll put a little glue dot there, and I don't have my little jewel pick right now, so we're just going to have to use our hand. That one, and we have a medium one we can kind of put right there. And maybe we'll try to put one right up in here. Yeah, but that needs to go down then a little bit. Ugh, 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 ugh. Put one right over there. Oh well, step while we're ahead. And this is card number 5. It's beautiful. I love it. Whoever designed the original card did a wonderful job. And, you know, again, this is the original card. You can see it right there. And that one's got a little banner up there, which we didn't use. Of course, I didn't use this sentiment. And my things are different colors. But, you know, the basic design, just gorgeous. And you can feel free to do the same thing. Use, you know, whatever colors or materials you want. So let's take a look at all 5 of my cards. Let me get this cleaned up a bit. I'll be right back so you can see them all. Okay, we've got card number 1 right here. Please let me know what you think of these. I would love to hear it. Card number 2 with our card sketch right here. A little bit of sparkle and bling on that. Here we've got card number 3 with our frame. A little bit gold going through our seashell and our sentiment. The frame too, and that's popped up. And then we have got number 4, which I did manage to retie the bow, and I used some tiny little glue dots to make sure that our ends stay where they are. You might see I put a tiny drop of liquid glue to keep that tied this time too, and I do love that. So relax, it says. Number 4, and then for our 5th and final card, of course, we've got the anchor here and the chain, and we fixed the little boo-boo of having this too far over, which, yeah, should pay more attention to that, but, you know, it looks beautiful. And don't forget the little things, like making sure your paper's where you need it. And that is it for our Throwback Spellbinders kit of May 2021. And I will see you soon. Bye-bye for now, everyone.